2.5 years ago, I was riddled with anxiety, stress, and always worked up. I was worried about my work, what I was doing in life, was I doing the right thing? And anxiety was building up in me. And it was only when I went to a fancy restaurant with my other half that I realised that the problem was really bad. That day I was very stressed, and it was built up within me. The room was getting warm, and I was getting stressed and anxiety. And then next thing you know, I fell in my meal. Head first. And then I started hyperventilating. Everyone's looking. Everyone's wondering what's going on. Paramedics turn up, and they take me out, and they take me into the van, and said, "You've had a panic attack, and you've been very stressed." So the next day, I investigated into what I could do about it, and the same thing kept cropping up: to meditate, to meditate. And it wasn't just me that meditates as well. Other people like celebrities, like Jim Carrey, Will Smith, and even my favourite rapper 50 Cent, meditate. How many people here have ever meditated or tried? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. How many people meditate on a daily basis? 1, 2, 3. That's surprisingly more than I thought. So 3 people. The main reasons people don't meditate is, I don't have time. I don't have time. And I've noticed that when adults grow up, from observational skills, that conversations tend to pan out like 2 escalators in an airport, one moving one way and the other moving the other, with your friend on one side and me on the other, and I'm speaking to them, and it's sort of like I'm having to struggle and strain in order to speak to them. And how is this speaking? Well, it's more like, oh, let me get through this, because I want to get to the future. I want to get through this and just get over there. Just say anything. Small talk. Why is this? Because they're not in the present moment. So when you meditate, you bring this moment back to the present. Not in the future, not in the past, but in the present. There is only now, because now is now gone to the past, and the future hasn't begun yet. But it's not easy. The mind is like a monkey, jumping up and down, jabbering, never shutting up. The mind is like fizzy bottles of lemonade. The bubbles float up out of nowhere. Where do these thoughts come from, and why are we always reacting to them? We are addicted to thoughts. The reason is we're addicted to thoughts. A famous philosopher, Alan Watts, said so wisely, "If I talk all the time, I don't hear what anyone else has to say. I will end up in the situation of having nothing to talk about but my own talking." So exactly the same way, if I think all the time, I won't have anything to think about but thoughts. So in order to have something to think about, there must be times where you must stop thinking. So how? Isolate yourself. At first, when I started, I went into my garage loft, away from my house, where I wouldn't be disturbed. And at first, when I tried, it was hard. It never came. But I never gave up. I tried the lotus position. It wasn't very comfortable. I tried cross-legged. It seemed to work for me. I tried laying down. You can even lay down or sit on a chair. Letting the thoughts come in and out of your mind, just like noises. Hard at first, but be patient. Day by day, bit by bit, thought by thought, they finally disappear. And once they disappear, you finally feel the answer. The true answer that you can feel intuitively inside yourself. And that is that you're hearing, you're seeing, your touch, your taste, you're everything. If it wasn't you, you wouldn't be alive. But you don't see this because of busy adult life. You're carried off with the momentum of thought. Thought carrying you away, almost like a helpless plastic bag blowing in the wind. Helpless. Don't let yourself be blown away. Don't be blown away like the plastic bag in the wind. Take control. Don't become down and full of anxiety, just like I did. So I practice daily for 25 minutes every day, and I've got several health benefits. I'm more grounded, more happier, I've got more time. So for the person that says, I don't have time, in fact, it gives you more time because you're not carried away with the future. You're more in the moment. The Spirit needs you to let go and cease to cling to yourself. So just like Jim Carrey, Will Smith, and even my favourite rapper, 50 Cent, you too could be on your way to following your dreams and successes just like they have. So in the mind, just let the thoughts blow in and out. Watch the thoughts, but don't run off with them. Just watch it happen. Thank you.